Mbeki's story now to get more clarity on the award. We are joined on the line by our East Africa correspondent, Sarah Kimathi. Sarah, a very good afternoon to you. Do tell us all about, of course, former President Thabo Mbeki's prestigious award.
Well, he's received an honorary degree. It's a doctorate of Humane Letters. And the reason he got it, according to the University, Dedan, Kimathi University in central Kenya, in the citation, they said it's because of his work in reuniting the continent and NEPAD. And his speech, I'm an African, was quite quoted during that conferment of his degree. They also spoke about his liberation struggle, likening the ANC liberation struggle under Umkhonto we Sizwe with the Mau Mau liberation struggle here in Kenya. Indeed, Dedan Kimathi University that awarded President Mbeki the award is a university that is named after Mau Mau liberation hero Dedan Kimathi here in Kenya.
Sarah, how significant is this award, particularly for somebody like Thabo Mbeki?
It is significant because a university like this, and reading the conferment speech, shows that they have bestowed a great honor upon him. He is the first African leader to get such an honor here in Kenya, and also in this particular university, which is named after one of Kenya's great liberation heroes. Just to recap on what former President Mbeki said when he was receiving the award, the honorary degree, he said that he is honored and said that he felt like he was walking in the footsteps of the late President Nelson Mandela, and also in the footsteps of Dedan Kimathi and other Mau Mau and ANC liberation heroes. He said the reason he thinks this award is important for him is because on his first visit after release from prison, Nelson Mandela came to Kenya and said that one of the people that gave them moral support or gave them the courage to move on while they were in prison during the apartheid era were people like Dedan Kimathi, who was jailed and killed without having seen the independence of his country, and yet he kept pushing his people, even while in prison, while in the forest, to continue fighting for the liberation of Kenya. And so he felt he was one in spirit with the late liberation heroes, both in Kenya and across the continent.
Speaking of late liberation struggle heroes, we understand that the former president was actually there, and he had a chance to actually interact with the wife of the freedom fighter Dedan Kimathi. How did that all come about, Sarah? How was he received, particularly in Kenya?
At the university, there was a wild applause when he came in. When they put on the gown and the hat, they explained that they had chosen green, which is the color of one of the colors of the Kenyan flag. It had also little flags of Africa, little maps of Africa. It also had the two hands of Dedan Kimathi, showing how he died, because he died in handcuffs in prison. At the university, he also unveiled a plaque with a map of Africa, and also on the map was his speech, I'm an African, a few words from his speech, I'm an African. And then when the function was over, he managed to meet the widow of Dedan Kimathi. Now, she's wheelchair-bound, and so she could not stand to greet him or to say hi to him or to welcome him to Kenya. And so President Mbeki had to go on his knees to be able to say hi to her. An emotional moment for both of them, and he said that he was honored to meet her. The late Kimathi's widow, Mukami Kimathi, saying he's happy and she's happy and honored to meet President Mbeki, and saying that for her it is an honor, and she says he must continue with the work of reuniting the continent.
Sarah, thank you so much for that update. That is our East African correspondent, Sarah Kimathi, on the line to us with good news. We've just understood that former South African President Thabo Mbeki has just received an honorary degree from the Kenya's Dedan Kimathi University in recognition for his unwavering, of course, support and also stance to liberate this country.